Now this will shock you, but when I was asked to review the Fishman Loudbox Performer acoustic amp, I realized something that really surprised me. I've reviewed a lot of gear and I've been in a lot of performance situations. And you know what I've never done? I've never plugged my acoustic guitar into an acoustic amplifier for a performance. I realized that I've always sent an acoustic to a DI box to front of house with that thin, nasally acoustic tone pointed back at me through a monitor wedge or my in-ear monitors, and it never satisfied me the way I hoped it would. Whether you are a singer-songwriter playing in a cafe or a coffee house or a small venue, this is an all-in-one solution with 2 channels. I'll tell you all about it. Or if you're a guitar player on the gig and you want to color the tone of your acoustic guitar with the richness that your acoustic guitar deserves before it goes to front of house and give you a way to monitor, stay right here because I'm going to tell you all the benefits of the Fishman Loudbox Performer. I've teamed up with Guitar Center to bring you this review. And if you are interested in this amp or any other gear, you can find the purchase link down below, or you can scan this QR code if you're watching on a TV. Shop along on your smartphone, it's always fun to do that. It's John for Play and Trade Guitars, and if you like new gear reviews and informative buyer's guides like this one, I urge you to hit subscribe and join this community of guitar players. So this was a great test case to take an acoustic guitar that I performed with many times on stage. This is my Martin D16. You have 2 inputs. You can use an XLR in or a 1/4 inch in. So if you're a singer-songwriter playing acoustic guitar and singing, this will cover the entire gig for you. If you want music between sets, you can link up with Bluetooth or the aux in and pipe in music between sets or play along to backing tracks, which I had a lot of fun doing. And the reason an acoustic amplifier differs than, say, an electric guitar amplifier is that it's made for acoustic instruments. Whereas maybe a Fender Deluxe Reverb has a great breakup that's going to color the tone in a way that you want as an electric guitar player. The difference here, 180 watts of power, clean power, lots of headroom to bring the natural warmth and fullness of your acoustic guitar to life. And what's better, this amp is only 28 pounds, so it will not break your back like hauling around a personal PA. And I'll tell you what, let me tell you something about solo gigs, right? If you're trying to make a living as a performer, one of the most lucrative ways to do it is actually to pick up solo gigs or make your own gigs at places that don't have PAs. And if you're talking coffee shops, restaurants, small venues, you name it, this is a perfect way to show up with everything you need in 2 hands. And it has a full suite of onboard effects. But let's start with just the effect A's. Here's reverb 1. Nice and lush. Let's go to reverb 2. Here's a delay, so the time button will become more important. Echo should be probably a quicker one. That's actually really cool, the echo. So now let's go back to reverb 1. And now we can add effects B. And so let's, for example, try adding chorus 1. Here's chorus 2. Here's a flanger. Let's see about the slap echo. Cool. Let's try the flanger with a medium depth with the echo, a faster time. Let's see. But before I even started recording, I turned the amp on, flat EQ, and turned up the master volume a little bit and went, whoa, this is the best my acoustic guitar has ever sounded. I'm so used to that awful tinny DI sound at a gig. I see the light now of using an acoustic amplifier. Absolutely blown away by this. And what's even better, you can actually send the dry mix from your guitar out to the front of house, let them do their thing, while you set this on the stage if you're playing on a bigger stage or venue with a sound system, and let this be your acoustic monitor. The people on stage and the people in the front row will thank you because you get this beautiful blanket of warmth coming out of this amp, and you'll dial it in importantly, this is what's most important. You can dial it in for the room, the stage, the acoustic that you're playing, and then you can send that wet mix straight to front of house. So instead of having to give your acoustic guitar to a DI box, you can dial in exactly the tone that you want for your acoustic guitar. So you can send the mix that you've created here straight to front of house, bypassing that awful sound of a DI box. And trust me, it is night and day difference. I cannot imagine going back. Let's break down some use cases. Who's it right for? Who's it maybe not right for? First of all, don't think of this as a PA for a full band, okay? If you are a solo performer, this is gonna be best for you. Or you are using this for kind of your personal monitor as an acoustic guitar player within a band. And from a design perspective, it's a triple drive system. It's got 3 speakers in it, an 8-inch, a 5-inch, and a 1-inch tweeter. You can even adjust the overall level of the tweeter to kind of sculpt your high end. And compared to something like the Loudbox Artist, this is gonna have a more defined, fuller sound. You can put in either a 1/4-inch or an XLR input. You can have up to 1 microphone at a time, or 2 guitars, or any combination thereof. You have a dedicated gain per channel, EQ, anti-feedback, phase flip, and then you have effects. You have effects A and B, which include reverb, delay, echo, chorus, flanger, and slap echo. You can actually combine effects B and A and have a blend of those with these knobs. You can either go aux in with a 1/4-inch or 1/8-inch line, or it has a Bluetooth feature so that you can pipe in music or backing tracks. It does have phantom power, however 24 volts won't power something like a condenser microphone. For example, when I record acoustics, I use an AKG C414. This would not power a microphone like that, but there are some limited uses where that might come in handy. So I'd say probably count on just using a regular dynamic microphone like an SM58. Pre-EQ, you can send the dry signal out to the PA, or you can send the wet signal with EQ settings and effects blended in to the front of house PA. I'll give you a size comparison, how the Fishman Loudbox Performer stacks up in size compared to a typical backline like a deluxe reverb. It's a lot easier to go to a gig with something this size than a large PA or even a standard size guitar amplifier. From a playability standpoint, it was so easy straight out of the box to get a great sounding acoustic tone, and it was totally easy and intuitive. I got basically the EQs flat and it sounded great. The gain knob, and this is something I want to stress, which is awesome. The master volume basically turns this into your monitor. So while I've fixed with the gain knob what they're getting at front of house or into my computer, I can tweak to my liking how much sound is actually pumping out of these speakers with the master volume. You can have it barely there while the front of house is getting a nice full sound, or you can let the front of house get a nice full sound, and while your drummer's hitting the cymbals too loud and your electric guitar player has their amp too loud, you could crank this puppy up and you would be shocked how loud it gets. And I love having a little bit of stage volume. It always just makes a difference. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 9.2 on overall playability. When it comes to sound, I'm not kidding you, it's the best my acoustic has ever sounded. So intuitive, easy to blend, easy to use, sounded great. I'm gonna give it a 9.3 on overall sound. At $9.99, I think this is a great value because it's either an all-in-one solution for a singer-songwriter or a great monitoring and tone controlling solution for a professional player. In any event, it's fantastic and it sounds great and it does the job that you'd expect it to do. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9.0 on overall value. That's gonna bring us to a final score of 9.2 for the Fishman Loudbox Performer. For Play and Trade Guitars with John, make sure you subscribe. And if you're in the market for this amp, you can find my purchase link down below. Thanks to Guitar Center and Fishman for setting me up with this review. I was really floored by the results. I'm a believer, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video from Play and Trade Guitars. Keep playing.